afternoon. You're with me, Tanima Biswas. Let's get straight into some breaking updates coming in. Breaking update coming in, and political pressure mounts on the centre with regard to the booster dose debate. Now, after Aam Aadmi Party and the Trinamool Congress, now Rahul Gandhi also enters into the fray and is part of the booster dose chorus. Rahul Gandhi is among the latest leaders to, in fact, call for a booster shot policy and saying that there should be booster doses that the government brings in. This comes in, of course, at a time when there are rising Omicron cases in the country. Now, as we said, Rahul Gandhi's comment, of course, comes in at a time when the number of Omicron cases in the country has crossed the 200 mark. At the moment, as per the Union Health Ministry's data, there are 213 Omicron cases in India, with Delhi and Maharashtra reporting more than half of the new variant infections. In fact, as per the data from the Union Health Ministry, Delhi has reported 57 Omicron cases, while Maharashtra's Omicron tally is currently at 54. Out of 213 Omicron cases, 90 have been discharged so far. Omicron cases have in fact seen a rise in the southern states as well, with Telangana reporting around 24 cases, Karnataka 19 and Kerala 15. According to sources, Prime Minister Modi will be holding a meeting to review the COVID-related situation in the country tomorrow. Remember, yesterday the centre had asked the states to activate war rooms and bring back curbs to contain its spread, including night curfews, which could be seen as an option. Centre also had asked for prevention and containment measures that include extensive testing and regulation of gatherings.
For the data that we have, because most of the cases currently are from the Western world, from UK, Denmark, South Africa, there it is causing a mild illness. Hospitalizations are not much. We need to have more data as it evolves in terms of the hospitalization and severity of illness. Currently, it is causing a mild illness, and in terms of symptoms, they are more or less the same. Majority of people have mild symptoms in the form of fever, body aches, sore throat, running nose, and cough. But otherwise, severe symptoms are not usually being seen in these patients.
Right, on the broadcast, I'm joined by Dr. Rakesh Mishra, a virologist. Dr. Mishra, thank you so much for joining us on this. But at this point in time, sir, we are looking at a situation where there are rising cases of Omicron in the country. So all the experts, including Dr. Randeep Guleria, the AIIMS director, who just spoke about the fact that there needs to be more data on this. But there are, of course, concerns considering the kind of spread we are seeing in, say, some European countries, though the severity of the disease caused by this variant is, of course, still very mild and not alarming. That's at least what everyone is saying. But several measures being taken both in the Europe as well as by the US administration, of course, raises certain concerns, especially when it comes to questions like whether India needs to look at a booster dose now.
Yes, I mean, if we can, it's always the booster dose is debated for quite some time now in our context. And all we need to evaluate is what is the return on investment and where is the best use of the vaccine at the present. If large number of people are still having single dose or not any dose at all, the preference should be to give to them and then go for booster, because that does give protection. Booster will give extra protection, but those who are unvaccinated or partly vaccinated also are our citizen, and they should also be looked after. If we have efficiency to give jabs to as many people as we can, no limit of resources in that and no limit of stock, then we should go for booster. There's no problem with that. But only thing is, when you have to pick who to give first, then first we should give to partly protected or not vaccinated at all. Maybe booster dose, as many experts have earlier said, should be given to healthcare workers or frontline workers or senior citizens who are more vulnerable. Otherwise, you have just seen that symptoms are milder, so those who are vaccinated or those are in good health condition otherwise might not end up in hospital. By having said that, we should not take comfort that virus is mild, so we can keep doing what we would otherwise be doing. we must take precaution because we have to save hospital space so that those who fall sick don't run out of hospital options.
Dr. Mishra, it's very important also at the moment, is there a real cause of concern? Because all the health experts that we are speaking to are of course saying at the moment that the data is, there needs to be more data gathered on this. We've also spoken to the South African doctors, the first ones who had in fact discovered this particular variant. At the moment, everyone is expressing caution, but is there a reason for alarm? Because all this is happening, of course, as we veer to inching closer to a new year. This is the time as well when there's a lot of festivities. So what exactly should people do?
We should take it as a very strong warning. We don't have to panic because we are in a strong position. We can handle this kind of thing, but only if people cooperate, and people should realize that it's a very strong signal. If we start getting large number of cases, which is possible because it's very infectious, even a small fraction of people who will need hospital will make the hospital very crowded place. We don't want to see what we have seen earlier. So therefore, I think we should take it as alarm and control our activities in such a way that we don't end up with the lockdown and all kinds of disasters and losing life. So it's extremely important. Being careful is really wise, and not doing that way will be very unwise. So we must avoid any crowding and anything and consider this as a dangerous option if we, in presence of Omicron, which is so infectious, we continue to be careless. That will then make us pay heavily. So that's why it's very important. We keep doing other things. We are in a good position, but we should not lose that out by just for a few days of festivity.
Right. Dr. Rakesh Mishra, their virologist, joining us on this very important discussion. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your views on, especially as we head towards festivities and festive season. And amid that, the rising Omicron cases and how to actually translate that and what exactly can people do in terms of taking extra precautions, as the government, state governments also have in fact been pointing that out.